Morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while since I've made one of these videos, 2 years now about, but we're back, and quite a bit has changed since then. I was in America for 9 months, and more importantly I became a funded trader, which I wasn't 2 years ago, the last time I made one of these videos. Whilst I was in America, I made a promise to myself, I've been doing this for a year and a half and I wasn't really making much money off it. In fact, I was definitely down a bit of money, but I gave myself a timeline. I said that if I didn't become a funded trader before I came back to Dublin, then I'd wrap it up. I'd give up trading and I'd focus on something else. Thankfully, I didn't have to do that. Now, I definitely stopped trading for a while whilst I was over there, around March time again. Just about 3 weeks before I left America to come back home, I got the funded account. So thankfully I didn't have to give it all up and find something new to do. And we're back now, and the first month after I got funded was a bit of a disaster. First month and a half, I'd say, first 6-7 weeks I was down. I was probably down about 4% on the account, but I've managed to recover all of that. And now I've actually managed to get a couple of payouts in the process as well. I just got my third payout yesterday. So now we're going to go over that. We are up currently about 5.5% on the account, which isn't bad at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one or two of the trades that I made on the account. Now, so the trade I'm going to be showing you guys is a trade that I took on EURNZD. I took this trade on, what day is today? Today's Friday. I took this trade on Tuesday, I believe. Was it? Yeah, Tuesday. So we're on the daily chart here. So we're gonna scroll down to the 1 hour. So what I was looking for here basically, and by the way, actually before we continue, I will say, previously I was all trading stocks on this channel. I don't fuck with stocks anymore. I found it just much more difficult, and I converted over to the dark side, and I now do Forex instead. Quick disclaimer. Anyway, continuing on. So we'll bring this back a little bit here for a second. Let's go to right here. So you can see that we're in quite the downtrend. It doesn't take much to see that. You can see down all the way. So what I was looking for here is basically a break in structure. So if we just draw that out again. So, and you can see we get a small little break up. Now we want that to continue up a bit more. And so it did. So what we broke through was, what we wanted to see was a breakthrough this little area here, which we can see was a previous high. So, or an area of resistance. So once we broke through there, what we wanted to see is a continuation upwards, a nice little gap upwards to show that it really broke through the area. We can also see we actually went through here too. Okay, so we went through these key levels, but as we start to come back down, we can start looking at a potential entry. So not only did we have our breakthrough this resistance, but if we take out our Fibonacci tool, we also have a 61% fib level. So we can just get rid of that again, just to show you. So as we were coming back down, what I did was we placed our order, okay, our long position. I think stop loss right around here, right under this little level here is perfect. And we can put our take profit right all the way up here. Now most of the time it won't go to those kind of levels. The odd time you'll get lucky, but that's just where I like to place them because you never know. Sometimes fireworks happen. But anyway, so we continue onwards, and you can see then we do eventually get tagged. Now this was overnight when I got tagged. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and straight away then we popped straight up. Now we did actually close right above this little previous high that we made. So just protect our profits. Well, I was actually, what time was this at? This was at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I was still asleep when this happened. But as we fast forward, what I would usually do if I was awake is I would place my stop loss right underneath there, and we can sort of just label that stop loss. And so now we're protecting our profits. Well, we're protecting our stop loss basically. And you can see we come straight back down again, and we're kind of moving sideways. and then we have another break up. Now I was awake at this point, yeah, it was 10 a.m. because I remember moving my stop loss. So I did then eventually move my stop loss down to just right below that candle. And we had another little break up, but with no reason to move. And then eventually we hit our stop loss and we made a tiny profit. We made about $60 in that trade. So this funded account I have now is a $10,000 account. I risk about $75 a trade. So to risk $75 and then you make 60, it's not the worst in the world, you know. It's better than a $60 loss. So that's just an example of one of the trades that I made that turned out not bad, you know. It's a nice sort of a reversal. So if you look on the daily chart here, you can see that it went up, and we were in quite the downtrend over the last month or so, over the last 2 months really. But if we do continue on, so this is why protecting your profits is quite important. So we got out here for our stop loss, and then if we just play this onwards, just press play, see what happens, and it continues back down again and at least touches our entry. I'm not sure where it's gone from here, but because we're long out of the trade, but you know, we'd be sitting, it'd make this very painful and it would test your patience quite a lot. Second trade that we made to help us with some of our payouts was on gold. So if we look here, we'll just have a quick look on the daily chart. So you can see we're in pretty much we are in the downtrend, as you can see. So we have our highs here and we are definitely in a downtrend. And if we have a quick look on the 200 MA, it's definitely coming close to going below that at this stage. Now this trade was taken on the 21st, I believe. The 20th of September. So basically how this went down was I marked out our key levels. So I marked out the previous day's high and a low right here. And if we broke below this, I'd be looking for making an entry for the short position. So if we just play this on, we can see we're going past and we do break below and we stay below. And if we just scroll forward a little bit, we did make our entry around here, and it was on this candle here if I remember correctly. So it was right around here that we made our entry, and we put our stop loss right in here for a take profit right down here at the low. Now the reason for this entry was, well, if you look, we made the close below and we stayed down below for 2 to 3 hours. But if you look down the 15-minute chart now, I wouldn't really, let's just get rid of this for a second. I wouldn't really look at this, but this isn't my type of trading. But I do look at these things on the lower time frames and even on the 4-hour time frame. I look to see what other traders might see. And you can see for the people that would use a 15-minute time frame, there's a bit of a head and shoulders pattern going on here, which is, I know, something that can be quite popular to trade, but not really my type of thing. But that's definitely something that other people would look at. So I just keep those type of things in mind. So make an entry, we put our stop loss right above here, and we just move this down. And we have our take profit down here. Now, I did have the news to help me on this day. I think it was, I can't remember what the news was, it was something about inflation, I think, or the feds were talking, but they helped me make about $130 in the space of about 2 hours, which wasn't bad at all. So you're making 0.2%. Now, I typically aim for about 2 to 5% a month. 3 to 5% a month is a pretty decent month in my opinion. Now, it was right around here when the news came out. Yeah, there we go. And that's when I got out of the trade, right around this kind of area around here. I'm pretty sure I was busy this day and I wasn't able to keep looking at my phone every couple of seconds to see how this trade was going. So I decided to get out of the trade. But usually if I was in this trade, and if we just keep playing, I'd probably have a stop loss right around here at this stage. And if we just keep this playing, we'll see how this goes. So it will take me out, but just to see, it will have came all the way back up to our entry before eventually moving downwards. I think it made, yeah, and I think it just goes down below even further. And there you go. So I would have made about 5% on this trade, not 5%, but 4% on this trade, if I stayed in it for the space of 3 to 4 days. But I didn't really want to do all that waiting around. I was quite happy to take my 1.5% for the day and wrap it up. And yeah, that is all for this video. Now guys, so that is all we have time for today in this video. It is my first time back talking to a camera again in over 2 years, so go easy on me, give me a bit of time to get back up to it again, but hopefully I'll be able to bring you a video every 1 to 2 weeks, and I can continue giving you updates on how my trading journey is going. But until again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram if you want to ask me any questions, or leave a comment down below and I'll try to reply to them. And safe trading, and I will see you soon. Have a good day.